So the Section 7 agreement, which I would suggest to you is the most common agreement utilized in the disability community, allows an individual, and typically that's an individual with a disability, to help make routine medical decisions, personal care, financial, and legal decisions. And so there's a bit of a combination of some of the elements of the power of attorney, which really has a focus around financial and legal, and the representation agreement, which allows for the delegation and the supported decision making of healthcare. And so the Section 7 agreement, has these very routine elements that are able to be supported, including payment of bills. This is not an exhaustive list. The legislation outlines this, the receipt and deposit of pension and other income, purchases of food, accommodation, and other services necessary for personal care, and the making of investments. But they're very limited. They don't go to the point of transactions that, let's say, permit the selling and refinancing of property. There's a limit on these routine financial affairs that are embedded into these agreements to enable individuals that may be of a diminished capacity. And that's really the big test. So, where you have your power of attorney, which has that high standard of capacity, the Section 7 agreement is really intended for individuals that may not have full mental capacity, and it's commonly where there is that diminished capacity. Another key point of these agreements is that there is no need for a lawyer to be involved in the preparation. So there's not a requirement for a lawyer, which is a great thing because immediately there's an element of avoiding a potential cost. But I think more importantly is that, and really I think the crux of what we're going to try to emphasize tonight is that it serves as an alternate to commutation. And some of the challenges with commutation that we're going to talk about a little bit later. It's a vehicle that enables individuals that are perhaps not of the ability to develop a full-blown representation agreement or a power of attorney, but still be able to engage family or friends in supportive decision making, to enable those individuals to continue to have supports of family members when they turn of age in our province. And I think that's something that a lot of families are challenged with is, your minor children turn 18 in our province, and for those first 18, 19 years, you are there to support them, to enable them to be their guardians. And suddenly at the age of 19 now, the world changes and you can't do, or it's perceived you can't do what you used to do because now they're adults. And so we want to be able to continue that ability to enable these individuals to still be able to be functioning independent in our community. But we don't want to take away their ability to be involved in decision making. And so the Section 7 agreement serves as a useful vehicle and as a really positive enabler of independence, I think, in our province.